Hey guys and gals, welcome to the channel. We had a video, a couple months ago installing this ramp on the shed here, but I never really gave you guys the rundown, the lowdown, the who's of why I bought the shed versus built one. And well, I have a couple of reasons for it, and I'm going to cover it with you guys today. As many of you know, the purpose of this channel is to, share my thoughts with you guys, my projects, and there's a lot of DIY stuff that happens. So the fact that I didn't DIY build this myself probably has a lot of you puzzled. And I probably should explain the reasoning why I did this. We're gonna cover that a little bit today. I also want to talk about where I got this shed from. This shed itself is from Premier Buildings. This is not a sponsored video. I bought this all with my own money, but I picked this up from Premier Buildings. They're across something like 36 states here in the United States, built locally, owned by one large company. So by nature, there is some benefit to, being a larger size, reduction of costs. At any rate, the main reason I bought this was because, well, I just don't have the time to get stuff done that I want to. I was kind of in a time pinch for the fact of the matter. I barely have time the way it is to make this content, and as much as I'd like to spend 4 or 5 weekends building this by myself, or maybe a weekend or two with some help, it just didn't make sense. The build process was simple. I walked into Premier Buildings with my concept, what I wanted. We mapped it out. They said the price, cool. What's nice about it is it's fully customizable. Obviously, they have their standard buildings. This is a 14-foot by 24-foot in length garage, lofted garage they call it. And they told me the time is going to be just a few weeks from the time of order till delivery. And I'm like, man, that sounds nice. I would have to be out here, crawling in the mud and dirt, building this when, time is of the essence, and likely probably wouldn't have got done till the spring. Trying to free some, the idea is I need to free some space up in the shop studio because, this is purposely being built to help with the channel here so I can create content all year long because, well, when it's negative 15 out, I'm not going to be out here. So the first reason, and again, like we just mentioned, the main reason is just time. I didn't have the 2 or 3 weekends to build this, to get it to where I wanted it to. I'd have to have somebody come over and help me do it all, and well, that's just a lot to ask around the holiday time, and or even in the spring when things are happening. Here in Iowa, stuff's a lot of agricultural based, and people are busy, and then that leaves me in the summertime when it's 110 degrees, and that's also miserable. Like I was just saying, their lead times vary depending where you're getting it from, but it's like around 4-ish weeks from the time of, PO delivery, gave them my money, to the time it showed up here. Put a quick time lapse of the delivery here on the screen, but it was very painless. I put this rock base down. It's a washed stone base with some landscape timbers around the outside, and actually, railroad ties to be exact. It creates a nice solid base for this building to sit on. I do need to put some anchors down below here just as a, protection from wind, so stuff can't blow over, but, the building is done. So reason number 2 of why I, bought versus built is cost. I'm gonna run you guys through here a Menards cost estimator, one of our local big box, home improvement stores where you can get materials to build something like this. I want to step you guys through that quote. It was only like $1,800 to $2,000 to have this built for me and delivered, versus me buying the materials, spending all that time and energy on it, and maybe having someone pay some cash to help you with it. Most people are going to want help just to help, but sometimes you just feel obligated. So let's go take a look at that cost. But there wasn't much of a difference for me to make it worth the time to basically waste a month of my time to do this. Let's go check out that quote. So as promised, here's the estimate. Again, this is not exactly the same as the one I have outside, but you get the idea. This is actually, for some reason on their estimator, I can't get an 8-foot door, and you also can't get the the lofted style trusses for this. But this is the same, basically the same thing as far as material usage. You're gonna use a little bit more with a different roof. And this actually doesn't also have like the runners. So if you wanted to make your shed movable, this only comes with like the green treated you would use to, set it directly on the ground. But you get the idea, you know, estimated price that's $7,400, basically $7,500. That's without taxes. You add taxes on for your area. That doesn't include paint. It doesn't include the bottom runners like I was talking about. And it really doesn't include the, what you would say would be extra materials if you were to do the more gambrel style building. So anyways, just want to show you guys that this is built here through Menards' website. They're usually pretty close. $10,000 delivered is just about what I paid for my shed. Here you're talking $7,500. That's without tax, title, license, dealer fees, delivery, you know, cost of buying bush light for your friend that comes over to help to build it. So at the end of the day, you know, $1,500, $2,000 is all you're going to save. It's a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but is it worth it for your time? I'll let you guys be the judge. Let's just take a quick look at some of the stuff here on the building. We talked about the ramp that I put in. This is a custom sized garage door I picked up from Menards myself, but they just made the opening 8 foot tall so I can get my tractor in here with the roll bar. Again, this is nice. I put the, you know, they came out and put the garage door in for me even though it was custom. I did put some weather stripping on the side here. Nice steel roof on the side, you know, and then there's this entrance door on this side. That's really all there is to see on the outside. Again, it's 14 foot wide, 24 foot in length. I do have custom ridge cap on there, and you'll see in a minute. It's clear. You know, by having that clear inside there, you come out here in the daylight, you don't really need lights inside, and it works very well. So underneath, I'm just gonna give you guys some ideas of how this is built. There's a 4x6 on end underneath of it, supporting all of it, spaced about correctly. This is nice. They used LP siding here, LP trim, nice bumpers and latches on the door. Again, you can see there, Premier Buildings is where it was built. When we get inside here, ooh, it's actually warm in here. That's nice. We have the nice doors here with the locks, so you can unlock this, swing it open. This is a nice 72-inch double wall door, so you can basically, I can pull my big mower in this door here. I plan to put a ramp over here at some point. That just was not priority number one for the fall time. I mentioned the skylight. You can see the entire ridge is clear, so it lets a lot of natural light in here, which is amazing. I don't need any, you know, I don't need any lights. Obviously, in the nighttime, it'd be nice to have something, and I probably will get some solar powered something or another to have that. But no, you can see it's really nice and bright in here right now. Up here is that loft I was talking about, and there is 6 foot 7 inches of clearance under the loft. I mean, there's plenty of headspace here. You know, for me now, if you're a giant. Maybe not for you. I know you might bump your head on that. This section here from me to the door, which we'll look at here in a minute, is all open for now. You can add more across if you'd like, but the idea was I can pull my tractor in here with a roll bar and nothing be in the way. Everything is built 16 inches on center for the walls, and I think it's like 8 feet, they've got a double 2x4 just for extra strength, and then they have their, you know, rafter ties brought in to hold the roof down, keep it all together. Very well built. You know, I can't say that they really skimped anywhere. It looks like they use high quality lumber. I know some people don't believe in oriented strand board or that style of external materials, but time has proven that when it's, you know, painted correctly and taken care of, it lasts just as well or better than plywood. The nice thing is it is, you know, structurally engineered for that, and you know, each one of these, you know, fibers are engineered to work the way they do. And again, tried and true, many houses are built with this stuff, so I mean, that's what I built my garage with, you know. On the roof here, they are using 7/16. You know, here in Iowa, that's rated for what we're doing with our snow load and everything. You can make an argument that 1/2 inch is better, or they should have used plywood, but that's just kind of how they build their buildings. On the ground here, you'll see it is also oriented strand board, OSB, but this is LP's legacy flooring. This is their premium flooring that they use. Generally, it's a subflooring in a house. They do make specific like shed flooring that's coated, but this is 100%, you know, water-resistant wood fibers that are in this, and you know, it's meant to hold up to moisture. Now, what I probably will be doing here is where I'm going to have anything like my lawnmowers and such, put some garage flooring out just to help with that. But again, it's it's this or like green treated plywood, and green treated plywood also has its own problems. So that's not 100% the answer. You could use 2x6s, decking, and all that fun stuff like that. But they chose to use 3/4 inch Gorilla Glue technology, you know, in with this LP Legacy subflooring. And there's plenty of videos on how well this flooring does perform. You can check it out. Some guys, I mean, if you don't believe me, Google LP Legacy testing. There's people that submerge this stuff in water for like something like 2 months, and they check the mechanical properties, and it's just like it was when it was new. So it's crazy what you can do with adhesives and you know, wood filling materials at this point in time in life. And it's impressive how much more, you know, the technology is advanced just in wood fiber coating. You're gonna see the garage door we had put in. It's a standard 8-foot wide door, 8 foot tall, so I can get my tractor all the way in here. The roll bar won't be a problem. Down here, there's a nice diamond plate threshold that keeps the weather from, you know, deteriorating wood there, and it just gives you a little extra structural strength. Extremely happy with how this building, you know, was built, and it seems to be like it's going to last for a long time. Obviously, time will tell. Now, obviously, I got a lot of stuff to put in here still. This is just kind of freeing up some space to begin with, just so I had some space, just so I had, you know, room to move over the winter time. This was just like, hey, get it out here quick, you know, so I can move on with life. This building, as it sits, cost me right around $10,000. At the time of purchase, they were having a 20% off sale. Again, compared to the prices you saw from Menards to buy the materials, we're not a whole lot farther off. And you know, this also comes with a warranty on the labor, comes with warranty on materials, and you know, I don't have a warranty on my stuff. If I build it, I've got to fix it. So that's always a good peace of mind to have. They actually do make their own steel as well. It's on the roof. They buy the coil stock and make their own steel. It's actually really thick gauge steel, but actually more than you can buy from Menards. So that's another, you know, another positive side there, is that by them controlling their own fate, they can have a little bit higher quality product on certain ends than you can buy at some of those cheaper big box store. Or, you know, some people argue that Menards is not the highest of quality materials, which, you know, not everything definitely is not. These floor joists, 2x6, are 12 inches on center. You can see the nails going across every 12 inches. That's how, you know, you can tell she's taut. She ain't going nowhere. I mean, that's the idea. This is a garage per se, so you should be able to pull a vehicle in this door, leave it sitting right where it's at. You know, that's the idea anyways. The heaviest thing I'll be putting in here is that tractor of mine, and it's probably not gonna live out here very often. Just maybe when I want to store it out of the way while I'm working on some bigger projects in the shop. You know, because I don't like keeping stuff. I like to keep stuff under a roof that's of value, because Mother Nature does her own will on things, and I like to keep things functioning and looking as nice as possible for at least as long as I can. So I hope you guys kind of enjoyed the little tour of the man shed, she shed thingy that's putting all of our crap in it. Just trying to share with you guys the ideology behind why I chose to, you know, buy versus build in this situation. We built that detached garage that we work in, and what's kind of honestly sad is that to build that shed, or to build that garage 5 years ago with concrete, was still not far off from the cost of just buying this shed. And what I mean by that is materials have gone up so much, it's insane. You know, I just can't get over the fact what it costs to buy a 4x8 sheet of plywood or OSB anymore. Inflation's caught up, is what I'm trying to say, and it makes it harder to get projects done. Hope you guys enjoyed this short video. I would recommend you check out Premier Buildings. They're all over the US. I'll put a link to their website down below. Again, this is not a sponsored video. I'm just happy with their product, and you know, they got stuff done on time, on price, and you know, that was really flawless upon, you know, getting that shed here in place. They do have free delivery within so far of their each building spot, but you know, I'm only like 5 miles from where it was built, so it was pretty quick. It's nice being local, and you know, so far I don't have it filled yet. It will get filled full of stuff. It's guaranteed. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate that. If you guys are new to the channel, I would encourage you to follow along and, you know, see what else we do here on the channel. and you know, all the other outdoor projects that we do ourselves and not hire someone else to get done. If you guys don't like the content, give me some thumbs down, but let me know what I can do to improve this stuff for you all. The idea and the thought process with this channel is I learned this stuff the hard way so you don't have to. And you guys can help your dollar go a little farther, you know. Now that I didn't have to waste a month building this, there's all sorts of DIY how to build a shed videos out there. Take care of one another. Until next time, I will see ya. This is Kyle signing out.